Hello, everyone. My name is David Koyzis, author of Political Visions and Illusions, and most recently of Citizenship Without Illusions. I am an affiliated scholar with Global Scholars Canada, and I want to talk with you today about a book that has just been published, a book to which several scholars and I have contributed. It was just over a decade in the making, and it is published by Dort Press. It's called Creation Regained: Disciplinary Perspectives. But before I get into this book, I want to back up a little and remind you of this book here, Creation Regained: Biblical Basics for a Reformational Worldview, written by my good friend and former colleague Al Wolters and published by Eerdmans back in 1985 and in a second edition in 2005. Creation Regained is your go-to book for understanding an integral Christian worldview rooted in the basic biblical story of creation, fall, and redemption. I studied under Wolters in the late 1970s and still have in my possession the notes I took in a course he was teaching at the time. A few years later, these would become Creation Regained. This is such an important book that it has influenced many Christian scholars and non-scholars in the 4 decades since its publication. Indeed, it was one of the principal influences in my own work. But, of course, to be effective, a worldview must be fleshed out in the many areas of life in which we are called to practice our faith in God through Jesus Christ. 20 years ago, at the instigation of my great friend Russ Kosits, who had just come onto the faculty of Redeemer University College where I was teaching at the time, a group of us began meeting regularly to discuss the implications of Reformational philosophy for our respective academic disciplines. Reformational philosophy is a school of thought rooted in the ideas of Abraham Kuyper, Herman Dooyeweerd, Dirk Vollenhoven, and many others. As we were teaching in different disciplines, each of us began to work out and articulate distinctively Christian approaches to our respective fields. Our conversations together culminated in a conference held in 2014 at Redeemer and nearby McMaster University. Shortly thereafter, we decided to compile a volume setting forth the results of our work. Creation Regained: Disciplinary Perspectives is the final result of our efforts. Russ was the general editor of the collection. I have put the table of contents beneath this video so you can see what we have done in more detail. Russ and I co-authored the introductory essay subtitled Scholarship for the Kingdom. Russ contributed an essay relevant to his own discipline of psychology titled A Christian Theory of Personality. Naturally, I wrote the chapter devoted to political science. Other chapters are devoted to mathematics, physics, engineering, social work, history, biomedical ethics, language and literature, music, and marketing. If you teach at a Christian university, or if you are an upper-level student of such a university, this is the book for you. We can see it being used profitably in faculty development programs and in seminar courses for undergraduate and graduate students. Many Christian universities emphasize the need to integrate faith and learning, but leave their faculty to work this out for themselves without much guidance. We hope that our new book will help to fill a need by offering such guidance. Do get yourself a copy and see for yourself. Thank you very much.